sets the note for the mental reaction. Here there are two things. One is to treat our bodily limitations with due wisdom, that is one aspect, and to ignore them is the other aspect. So one attitude infers right physical care. The other, that means to ignore them, the other sets the note for the mental reaction. Because why it is explained, it is instructed to ignore them is, otherwise your mind keeps reacting towards that. This reaction of your mind is more dangerous than the disease itself. Yeah, that's it. Because the mind makes all the tricks, as I told you other day. Constantly keeps making tricks on you. This is because of the emotion, once again. The emotional reaction. That plays all this havoc. That is expressed in many different types of directions. That is what is identified in homeopathic science. For example, one person, he thinks that when for just 2-3 examples I will tell you. One person, if you tell that, oh, you better go to a proper doctor, and his person says, no, I cannot be cured because this is all the result of so much of sin and all these things. So nobody can understand me, nobody can want to hear this. So the person avoids to see a doctor. That is one type of behavior. In homeopathy, we study all these things. This decides the similar remedy which we have to give. For example, a pulsatilla patient is there. The patient of pulsatilla, if you say you better see a doctor, no, because already I have committed so much of sin, that is why I got this birth. So it should go like this, there is no need. This is pulsatilla type of behavior. So if you give pulsatilla on a higher dose, then she will be cured. That is what you see in homeopathy. There is another type of person, always thinks that he has some incurable disease. Always, if you try to convince that, oh, no, my disease is so dense, you cannot. And if you say your disease can be curable, then he'll be angry. This is a peculiar behavior. If the doctor says, make all the investigation, there is no disease. No disease? I am suffering with this, and you say no disease? I am so much of suffering, and you say there is no disease for me. He will be angry. Because the idea in their mind is, the patient feels proud of the incurability of the disease. This is very peculiar. The patient feels proud of the incurability of his disease. This is one of the expressions of the psychotic miasm. Because of the psychotic miasm, he suspects some incurable disease, and it is expressed in a special manner. He feels proud of the incurability. So what happens? This poor fellow will go to the doctors. The doctors make all investigations. No problem in any investigation. Magnetic resonance image, all these big hospitals, they make all top. Yes. So this is a very special feature of one remedy, that is arnica. And so it is to be given in 10,000 or 15,000, only one dose. Finish. But you must identify this very clearly, otherwise you will make a mistake. Because these are very fine, close things to be identified very clearly. It may be fear of disease, that will be another remedy, that is not arnica. So you have to identify whether this is fear of disease or feeling proud of the incurability. So there are 5 or 6 remedies, and among these you have to find what is the type of, what is the structure of this. So when you can find this, then you can be sure. So this is, especially in this arnica person, there is no disease at all, no problem. But he feels that surely there is a heart problem, or there is a tumor in the brain. There is no tumor in the brain, but he feels. He is convinced that he has an incurable disease. So if you want to explain, deny this, then he will be angry upon you. That is why mostly these arnica patients, when they go to the doctors and the doctors say you have no problem, then all the doctors are stupid fellows, they don't understand me. That is what. So you must know how to deal with such patients.
I have a question. It's about my mom. She was more or less similar, but I don't understand. So your book is psychological. What problem did you have?
Childhood, yeah.
It was in the same time of the war.
Oh, yeah, it's at the time of war.
It was really difficult time, and her mom didn't pay enough attention. And she was paying attention to her only when she was with you. So then she was sitting nearby and giving good food and etc. All other time she didn't have enough love and enough.
So she was missing